Okay, so Jack here again. So how do you create a linking article this time round using a couple of features so that you don't really need to crack your brain to come up with the contents by yourself. So I'm using Jarvis as a demo, and there are a couple of things you can do. So the question is that how do I create this article? This time round it takes about 30 minutes, I would say. So this is the articles which I have done it before I do this video, and I was timing myself like how long would it take for me to do that. By the way, this article, by the time you are watching this video, you will have been published on LinkedIn. I'm scheduling this post to be published at 3 p.m. Singapore time. So right now it's 11:48. So it's about 3 hours. This post you'll be able to see on LinkedIn. Like, how do I come up with this post? It's not a short post, by the way. It's pretty long with some of the picture, some of the things that I've done, their quotes, their headlines, etc., etc. How do I do that? Okay, so let's start with this idea. On Jarvis, what I will do is, first of all, I want to come up with a title. The first key point is a title. Okay, so I go to my templates, and under Jarvis there's a particular place for you to come up with what we call a title. Okay, so let's say you are looking for a title. I don't know what title should I use. So I want to actually go to this particular point, that is engagement questions. Okay, so I just type a couple of things. So you can see here, social media engagement on LinkedIn. Okay, my target audience are business owner. The tone of voice, not tone, the tone of voice is supposed to be casual. So what I've done is I generate the content and see what comes up. So Jarvis takes some time to learn. So this is my third day using Jarvis. So you can see that it gives us three outputs. So I just need to go through every single one of them. And for the purpose of this one, I would say that, well, let me just go through this. So the one that I've seen actually is not here. The funny thing is that it's not here. Actually, Jarvis returned me this morning when I'm doing the post. It's called a complete guide to engage people on LinkedIn. I kind of like that. It fits the purpose of my article. So I open a Word document. I just copy the title and put it here first. So that's step number one. Okay. So next thing is I want an introductory paragraph. So what do? Again, I go to the dashboard. Now, of course, you can do different things. So I'm showing you a very long method. So go to dashboard, the template. Of course, you can do. There are other places you can click which make it faster. Okay. So I want to first of all come up with the post outline. So this is what I did. So I said how to engage people on LinkedIn. The tone of voice is friendly, and I just press the content. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so it comes up with a couple of things. So why is LinkedIn and why should I be on LinkedIn? So this is what we call the outline. So when you're writing a post, you want to divide the post into a few tips or a few headlines or a few secrets, whatever you like. I like to write how-to article, by the way. So I came up with something like Jarvis came up with something like this. So I think I've actually looked at this one. Okay, so these are the 6 points. So what I did was that I copy and paste. I post them under. I copy and paste it on my Word document. So I've got my LinkedIn title. I've also got my outline. So the next thing I need is actually the introductory paragraph. So the introductory paragraph. So what do? So again, I can go to templates. I can look for introductory paragraph. So I use the blog post title, complete guide to engage people on LinkedIn, targeting small business owners. Tone of voice, I'm actually playing this time. I know that you can actually model some influencers' tone. So I use Gary Lee's tone and come up with something. Okay, so with that, what I'm doing next is just to make sure that I am able to, let me just move up a bit so you can see, generate the AI content. So this is the introductory paragraph. So it Jarvis came up with this, and if you don't like it, of course you can actually generate AI. You can just press the button again and see. I kind of like the second one. So what I do is I copy and paste. Again, let me show you my Word file. So this is the introductory paragraph. Okay, so I've got my title. I've got my introductory paragraph, the points. Okay, so what do I do next? Okay, what do I do next? The next thing I do is that I'm going to the long form, which I'm showing. If you have watched my article yesterday, also video yesterday, you see that I like to write long form. So templates, I go to the long form templates. So I can start from scratch this time. All I do is I will just copy. The title is complete guide to engage people on LinkedIn. I don't need to write the description. The keywords, what are the keywords? LinkedIn, engagement. What else do I have? Small business owner. So these are keywords. So again, as you have seen my video yesterday, I just go and before that, I also want to copy the 6 outline here. Okay, so I will let LinkedIn start doing the thing. Okay, I also want to copy the introduction here as well. So let's just put the copy. Okay, copy and the block. Then at this point, I will do what I did yesterday in my video. I'll ask Jarvis to come up with the contents. Okay, so that will take a while, and of course, each time when you are using Jarvis, it may come up with different things. So I don't promise you that every time when you get something, you will get using the same methodology, will you get the same content? I don't think so. Okay, so remember I said 3 asterisks, so I do not let Jarvis see what he has come up before to generate further contents. So my job is to look at 800 words. Okay, so that is my optimal length of the article. So you see the Jarvis give me an exclamation mark. So I'll just do it again. Okay, so each time Jarvis he has his own temper. I don't know. So let's see what happened. Okay, so Jarvis came up with something already. Okay, so again the process is you just let Jarvis generate content, and then I will just make sure that every time when I want Jarvis to come up with new contents, I will just have these 3 asterisks, and just make sure that Jarvis may return with repeated contents. So you need to watch out whether this happens, and then if you are happy, then what you do next is just to generate the content, and then 3 asterisks and continue the process. Okay, so after you have done this, I'm not going to bore you with all this now. All I'm saying is that once you have done, and then I will do the next thing, that is to come up with the conclusion. So I go back to my template. So actually I come back to my template here. Okay, so now this time I'm going to blog post conclusion paragraph. So the conclusion, basically what I did was that I just put all the 6 points, like you see my Word document here, the 6 points. So in summary, this is the 6 points that I want to summarize. And then what is the call to action? So here I ask the question, what is the single most important question about engagement on LinkedIn? Tone is friendly, and then generate the content. Okay, so Jarvis came up with the conclusion. Okay, so that's the conclusion paragraph. Depends on what you like. Okay, so I'll copy and paste. So now the next thing you need to do is I want to put everything. So I've got once again I've got my title, I've got my introductory paragraph, the outline, which I've already used Jarvis to expand the content, and of course we have got the conclusion paragraph. Let's say I like this one. Okay, so I'll just copy, and all I do is I post it under my Word document again. So that's the conclusion. Now what I would do is that now this is the toughest part. It's not the toughest part, it's also mundane part, that is the editing. So what I do then next is to copy all this on my LinkedIn article, and then I'll start doing my way of personalization. I'm also making sure that the tone of voice is actually mine, not everyone, not other people's one. I use the header. I can even contextualize it using my example, because remember, Jarvis doesn't create original content. It's going out to the internet space to find other people's copy. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you cannot contextualize your content based on your own understanding. So I like to, this is the part where I like, as a copywriter, I like to contextualize the content based on my experience. So therefore, the examples that I'm sharing with you right now is actually my example. So does it look original then? Because it is my example. Does that make sense? So this is how I generate this article, and most importantly, at a certain point in time, I will just put, like for example, I ask the question, how can you create awesome question to poll your followers? Is there opportunity for you to promote Jarvis? I think so. So this is where the marketer's mindset comes in. So what I do is that instead of relying on me coming up with the poll or coming up with the question to poll my followers, can I actually ask Jarvis to do that? So I said, well, you know what? You can actually go to Jarvis once again. You can go to Jarvis, and then here, let me see. If I cannot remember the templates, I just need to find the one that says engagement question. So actually, I can create a poll question using the engaging question feature on Jarvis, and that's what I did. So then I said, hey, you know, you can actually use Jarvis to do that, and therefore this is a screenshot. I took a screenshot of that, and then I use a link to actually direct people to my affiliate link. As you know, I'm a Jarvis affiliate. Okay, so then I complete the article, making sure it's grammatically sound. One thing you may want to do is actually to subscribe Grammarly. Someone actually commented on Jarvis today that says that when you create contents on Jarvis, it is actually a good complement tool called Grammarly. Grammarly is a tool that you can use to make sure that grammatically is correct, and most importantly, the readability index is high, so that it appeals to a wider range of audiences. It's not getting very technical. And as a result, once I've done, you know what? There you go. So this article is up probably 30 minutes. When I say 30 minutes, I didn't really time it, but you know what? It's not a short article. It's pretty long in my standard. Of course, it boils down to, again, what you want to write, and are you the subject matter expert? Because if you are a subject matter expert, not only you are able to give your example so that the content looks original from your standpoint, it also helps you speed up the editorial process. I always love to say that when you are writing articles, it is very important for you to write something that you know, you experience, or you are an expert. Because at the end of the day, imagine you ask me to write something of cryptocurrency. It's never my topic. So the question is that I can still write an article of cryptocurrency, but what is it for? Why do I even need to write this? And most importantly, it will take up my, I would say that the editorial time. Like, what's the point of spending 3 hours to edit a piece of content that's not even my niche? Okay? So I love to say that the more you use Jarvis on a particular topic, the faster, easier, the better you generate a piece of content. And of course, the next thing you need to do is, okay, well, after you have done the writing, editing of the article, post it on social media and start your engagement. So I hope that this video makes sense. So this is just another example of how I use Jarvis, a bit more structured now. So once again, let's recap what we did. So we have got number one, the title. Let Jarvis come up with the title. Let Jarvis come up with the introductory paragraph. Let Jarvis come up with the pointers, the bullet points. Let Jarvis come up with the conclusion, and then use the long form content to churn out the meat, the ingredient, and for each point. And then your job is just to customize, contextualize, and put your own contents. That's how you write an article. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about Jarvis, comment below. And most importantly, if you want to consider using Jarvis, you make sure you can actually look at the link that I post underneath this video, because that's the link that helps you to direct to Jarvis. And look forward to you joining our Jarvis community. Currently, we have 30,000 members, I know that more and more of my friends are considering joining Jarvis, and hopefully you will be one of them soon. I'll see you on the other side. Wong here signing off. See you in my next video.